All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. 2-week break.
Seems like it's been forever.
It felt like the season ended, and we're starting something new.
Yeah.
It's got to be weird for the riders.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's weird for us, they must feel like 2 weeks must be an eternity.
Oh, for sure.
But it's a lot of time for the riders to recover. We had Loretta Lynn that we're going to talk a little bit about. But welcome to the RM Fantasy MXperts live show. I am Chase.
And I'm Charles.
We are the MXperts. And shout out to everybody who was in the chat. We missed y'all. We missed it. Man, it's crazy how much you miss it when you don't have it.
Oh, for sure.
It's like
100%.
Saturdays, you're just like, what am I going to do? There's nothing to talk about on Thursday.
Yep. I mean, we had Loretta's.
Right.
That was
That's
cool.
right. But, yeah, we did have Loretta's. Charles, did you watch a lot of the motos? Watch some of them? A little bit?
I didn't watch a ton. I watched a little bit. Saw the mud. Saw some guy on the live stream dancing out in the mud. And
I heard about that but didn't see it. Yeah, it's kind of strange. Every year for Loretta's, I look at them like, oh, man, like I want to do it. I want to go one year. But then I watch it and I see, like, the mud motos, and I'm like, I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Like, I just think about the amount of money that people spend and the time and everything goes into it. And then you get out there and something like that happens. You're just like, oh, my gosh.
Yep.
It's pretty wild, though.
Oh, I was going to say Aiden Kiefer, he was riding. So
Aiden
that was kind of cool.
Yeah,
and,
he crushed it. Sophie Phelps, local, one of the women's MX riders, she was there. Didn't win the title. I think she got 3rd overall, but I think she crashed, came from last to 5th in one of her motos. Like, but it was gnarly. But it was cool, though. Yeah. We were supposed to have Daniel Blair calling for the show today. Unfortunately, I'm going to blame KTM for this. They rescheduled his meeting this morning at the time he was supposed to be calling in, so he will not be able to do it. But we're going to get him hooked up and ready to go for next week. So, and I was going to ask him some stuff about Loretta's because he was here the entire week because he does the whole KTM amateur program. But we'll ask him stuff about that next week. But, yeah, we're headed to Unadilla. By the way, forgive me, I got to get my phone out here because Jay Wilson, I don't know who this guy is, but I guess he's an Australian rider. And this is the first time I've seen it literally 30 seconds before we started filming. He is riding Eli Tomac's bike for Star Yamaha this weekend.
What?
I know. That's the face I made when I read this post.
Wow.
So we're going to have to add him to the drop-down list of riders that are going to be racing this weekend because we don't have him in there. So stay tuned for that. But, yeah, Jay Wilson, I'm going to have to go look at what he's done in Australia. I have no idea where this guy fits in. And but he could be a big shakeup for, I don't know, maybe Wildcard, 15th place this weekend. Maybe he's a top 5, dude. I have no idea. I've never seen this guy ride.
Going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Shake things up.
Another big update, too. Yeah, this guy right here, Justin Barcia, is coming back. Yeah. Now, it gets me excited to see other factory guys come back, but at the same time, where I think we're going to get a case with the Jason Andersons here, where starting moto strong, but probably not going to have a full 2 35-minute motos in them.
Yeah.
Do you put him in your top 5 this weekend?
I didn't, and here's my reasoning.
Okay.
So I'm just thinking back to like some A1s that he's won.
Yeah.
Seems like he starts out real strong, but I just feel like for outdoors his fitness isn't going to be there. I think he's going to mix it up with the top 5 guys for a little bit and then probably fade, I don't know, top 10 somewhere in there.
Okay.
But
yeah,
that's my thought.
I don't know where to put him. He had a cool little Instagram post, which Sid has for us right here. Just ripping on I'm assuming that's a 125, maybe, yeah.
No, it's at least a 250 or a
250?
300, yeah. Because of the pipe. Yeah.
Pipe looks like a 250.
But
how do you guys know this just looking at it?
the 125 pipe just comes straight out and wraps around.
Okay.
This one has the
big old
extra
header
hoop,
on it?
extra loop on it, yep.
Yeah, that was out in Italy. It looked like a blast. But anyways, yeah, so Justin's going to be back. And he's a New York native. He's from upstate New York, so it's kind of like his home race. So it should be good. I'm excited for it. See, Big Chill says top 10 for sure. Chances of ET3 racing outdoors next year? I don't know. Eli Tomac, from what it sounded like, he was Supercross only with the option to do outdoors and the Super Motocross Championship. All right. Gosh, yeah. So, man, it seems like forever ago. Remember, we got 100 weekly prizes up for grabs each and every week. You all are playing right now for the grand prizes as well at the end of the year. But here are your grand prizes. Charles, we got a Gas EX300 fully decked out, ready to go for first. Second place, taking home a Fantic XTF 1.5 carbon bike. Third, ticket to ride trip here in Utah. We're going to fly you and a friend out so you can go for some rides down in southern Utah. Then we got MSR spending spree of $2,000. We got Tuss Tire and Wheel hookup, Rocky Mountain spending spree, Recluse Clutch for the winner's choice, $1,000 Alpine spending spree, or Alpine Stars, excuse me. Attack Graphics, getting a prize hookup. And then we have Tusk Tool spending spree as well. So those are the grand prizes, but the weekly prizes are almost just as good each and every week. What do we got here? Ooh, look at that Formula CC helmet.
Oh, yeah. I want that.
Sexy. Okay.
Yep. Helmet from Fly, first place. Second, FXR gear set, third place. Helmet from Troy Lee Designs. Then fourth place, you've got the Casual Spending Spree from Rocky Mountain. Fifth place, Tac Graphics, coming in with a graphic kit and seat cover. Sixth place, you've got helmet from Fox. Seventh, O'Neill. Eighth, Cycra. Ninth place, Tusk. I love those tires. 10th place, you're coming in with the Works Connection Factory 4 stand.
Yeah, don't forget, 90 RockyMountainATVMC.com gift cards. So
every week.
That's right.
Beautiful.
So the big storyline here, if you're all looking at the thumbnail before we started filming, is dangerous. We are feeling dangerous right now. So two big storylines, honestly, going into this weekend. So first of all, Jett's still undefeated. Still hasn't lost a moto. He lost his whole shot and lapsed lead streak, which we'll get into a little bit.
Yep.
But Jett could win this title this weekend. He only needs less than 5 points. He's at 400 points. Ferrandis is at 305. So if Jett leaves Unadilla with a 100-point lead, he is your 450 MX champion for 2023. 2 rounds early. Ferrandis has not missed a race, but Jett has just been so dominant that he could win this 2 rounds early without. No way. It's not even that. Dude, get out of here with that. That's just, it's unreal.
Yeah.
Like, it just blows my mind still. And it was kind of interesting. So right after Washougal, comment in the chat if you guys kind of thought the same thing, but they were interviewing the riders. It was Alpine Stars Ride Day. And they're interviewing the riders, and they asked Eli Tomac, what were his thoughts on Jett, dominating the 450 class. And Eli said, it's awesome to see. It's incredible. He talked about his riding and this and that. And he said, it's been pretty crazy to watch Jett just absolutely dominate the 450 class. And I can't not think that Chase Sexton, not that Eli meant anything towards Chase, but when Eli Tomac says it's been incredible to watch Jett Lawrence dominate everybody else,
it's gotta sting.
It's gotta sting. It's gotta sting a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Especially because they're teammates as far as Alpine Stars goes.
Yep.
So I heard that, and you're just like, ooh, that's cringy. Like Tomac just saying how Jett's dominating.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know.
Yeah, I really wonder how or what's going to happen come Supercross. It'll be interesting.
It will be. Put your mic close to your mouth, Chuck. People see.
Right.
Maybe they can't hear me also. But yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. But anyway, Jett could wrap this title up 2 rounds early, which I assume he's going to, because Fernandez hasn't even come close to beating him overall at all this year. And then the other big storyline is, we'll get into it here, the 250 point standings. Hunter Lawrence is at 300, and Hayden Deegan is at 297.
He just came out dominating.
He crushed Washougal. Like, that was what they call an Eli Tomac beast mode ride.
Yep.
It's a 3-point gap, though, with 3 rounds to go. That's a lot of racing. And as we saw, Hunter is not unshakable. He had that crash in Moto2, which we'll show. So I don't know. What do you guys think? After, when Deegan was your points leader and then Hunter came back and just kind of showed him who was the man, and Deegan didn't have a very good Millville, but here we are right back to the same scenario. I'm just like, dude. And I just want to see Deegan and Hunter just like battle this thing out.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Because you've already seen what Hayden does just when anybody's behind him. I don't know. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah, he put the hammer down, man.
Yeah.
That was super cool.
Oh, speaking of points, Charles, how did you do last round?
I was pretty disappointed. I got top 4 guys right, but I mixed up second and third. So I ended up getting 69 points. I missed the wild card, missed 5th place. I had AC in 5th place.
Remember when I called Jason Anderson for 3rd?
Yeah.
Got it.
I should have listened.
78 points. 78 points. 2 weeks in a row. Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was scared about his fitness, but he's there. He's consistent.
Yeah.
So
I mean, Dylan 23 just put Hunter's way faster than Deegan. I mean, okay, but how do you make that argument after Washougal? I mean, you could argue that Hunter, and I'm not saying he's wrong. I'm just saying you could argue Hunter was maybe going to get around Deegan in that second moto, but then Hunter went down.
But yeah,
you
got to keep it. Yeah, nothing weird happened with his bike.
Deegan was the fastest guy in Washougal that Saturday. There's no doubt about that. He whole shot at Moto 1 and never lost and just led every lap, right? And Moto 2
he put down a 2:15.
What's that?
Put
down
lap
times.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it was unreal.
Uh-huh.
It was unreal, and he's in such good shape, and he's just charging the whole time, like just sending it farther into that sand section, all the goodies. So
and he's the first 250 rider to go 1-1 this season, right?
I believe so. Yeah. What's crazy though is look at his points. I know I'm getting a little off track here, but Hunter is your points leader at 300 points. Jett has 400. That just goes to show you, like, it hasn't been all just sunshine and roses for Hunter. Like, he's your points leader, but, I mean, Jett is crushing him from a point standpoint. So, Hunter's won the most overalls, but it's not like he's just dominating every single moto.
Yep.
So, yeah, I think this thing is wide open. So, I'm excited about that. Let's show these highlights, though. Got to give up to Austin Faulkner. Bummer for this guy. Comes back, it's his second race back, and literally gets caught up in the rear wheel of another rider.
Yeah.
Yeah, sick music, Sid.
I mean,
that. But
good for him getting up and going.
Yeah, he got up and finished the whole moto. Have you watched his vlogs?
I haven't watched the vlogs.
All
That's
fun.
where the music is from the vlog.
Oh, is it? Oh, I'm down for that. No, really cool to see. That was his side. It was nasty. He got up and did the entire moto like that. And then the second moto, they completely bandaged him up like a mummy, and he went back out and he completed second moto. So props to him for doing that. He could have easily just mailed it in, said, you know what, I'm good. But no, he raced.
Yeah, I want to say, didn't he do pretty good second moto? Somewhere around 10th or something?
I think it was top 10. I'm not exactly sure, but no, props to him for doing that.
Yeah.
Dude, is Kawasaki cursed? That's all I want to know.
Kawasaki is not cursed.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's not get, it's so tough, dude.
I'm just going to knock on wood for that comment. I don't know.
Are you just spreading bad juju by just even asking that question? I don't know.
I don't know, man. I just feel bad for all the Cowie riders.
It's insane that Adam Cianciarulo was the last Pro Circuit 250 guy to win any title indoors or out. And what year was that? That was 2018, I think. 450 or 2018 outdoors. So it's been 4 or 5 years since they've had any sort of title, which is kind of crazy. How about Moto 2? So here it is. This is when Hunter Lawrence went down, chasing Deegan. I don't know what he's on a freaking slip and slide. It's like he just kept
Yeah.
sliding. Look how far he slid.
Stuart talking about how I can't see.
Yeah. But
Bummer.
yeah, I don't
Bummer,
know.
but awesome at the same time.
It was crazy because right there you're like, I kind of think Hunter was going to get him because Hunter had caught him.
Yeah.
But it's a really tough track to pass on, and Deegan's shown he's got pretty good racecraft, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Deegan passing Cooper for the lead. Or no, Deegan first got around Kitchen, going over this jump here, which was just rad.
Oh, yeah, that was so sick.
The thing that people don't realize what's gnarly about that is all those riders are capable of doing what Hayden just did over that single, but it's an energy sucker.
Yep.
Every time you do that, it's a harder hit, it's a harder landing, and it just takes that much more energy out of you, and he just kept doing it.
Yep.
So kid
in
is
the
in
zone.
shape. Obviously, he's doing the work, which gives, it just gives you mad respect. Okay, and then Deegan passed Cooper for the lead on a sneaky little outside line here. Was this outside the track markers? Maybe. I mean, it just, oh gosh, landed right on those bumps too.
Yeah.
I mean, Cooper's so good, and Deegan just went. See right there? See, Cooper
Yeah,
didn't do it. See, Cooper's doing that to conserve energy, and Hayden's still just charging.
Yep.
But I liked that line, though, going out. Oh, dude, he's on the gas, wheeling downhill. Good grief.
In the zone.
What else here? Let's see. Oh, here's something cool. Deegan, and this is kind of shows his little racecraft and his skill of riding. Watch him right here at the top of this hill. Preloads a breaker bump to jump over the hump.
Oh, yep.
Stuff like that, dude. You pick up, you watch. That's something that, like, I see Jett doing. Using bumps to hop around the track. It's an energy saver, and you're missing that one extra little bump.
Boom. Right there.
That's cool.
Mad skills motocross type stuff.
Mad
right
skills motocross. I thought that was pretty freaking cool. Okay, well, yeah, so we're headed into Unadilla. We got a lot to as far as Jett, he could wrap up the title. And then Deegan, man. I think the only big advantage that Hunter has over Deegan going in before we get to the player stats is that Hunter has raced Unadilla before.
Right.
Deegan's never raced these tracks. So maybe that plays a factor. I don't know. The weather there is looking like maybe some thunderstorms. I don't know if they're going to prep for the rain or not. I don't know. I was talking to Aaron Plessinger actually on the phone this week, talking about something for next year. And he said last year was the worst Unadilla he's ever seen because they thought it was going to rain, so they didn't rip the track as deep. It didn't rain. Ended up being dry and hard pack, which Unadilla is typically the ruddiest track that we have on the entire circuit, or one of. All right. Player stats. Get him up there, Sid. Sorry.
Okay.
Oh. Charles, were you about average?
I was below.
Okay.
Hate to admit it. 69. Wait, how many points did you get?
I got 89.
89.
Yeah.
Nice work.
Thanks. Okay, so average score about 72. We had 33 perfect scores. Man, we had 434 perfect scores so far this year. Yeah, only one round didn't have it. I can't remember what happened in round 6, but was that when Master Pool no, that was after. I can't remember. We're averaging 54 perfect scores per round, which is pretty dang good. 4.8% got the wild card correct, which is Nicoletti. Yeah, average percentage of the season is about 6.19%. There you go. Less than 3% had Anderson in first or second. AC is in 60% of players' top 5 picks. 40% had him in fifth, which was the most picked spot. And Master Pool's up there. Marchbanks kind of Marchbanks has kind of faded a little bit. Yeah. I really thought that Marchbanks after High Point was just going to start racking off top 5s consistently and getting on the podium. Like, I thought that was kind of what we were going to start to see. Hasn't really happened.
No. Well, and I kind of wonder, like, part of that could be Anderson's been doing pretty good, and that just puts you back.
Yeah, and AC kind of, I feel like he's kind of stepped it up a little bit because those first Master Pool moments, he was passing AC, but now AC's beating him straight up. So, I don't know, things have kind of settled down a little bit.
Yeah.
Not too bad. Here you go, players' picks.
First place, Lawrence, 86%. Sexton, 14.
I had Sexton in first. Just, yeah.
And you still got 89 points.
Yeah. That's because I was, off by one with those two, but then I had the other 3, 4, 5.
Oh, yeah.
So, I don't know, worked out. Sexton was obviously the overwhelming favorite for second there. There's your picks for fourth, fifth, the wild card. Noren was by far, Noren and Marchbanks, man. Nicoletti. Yep. We talked about Nicoletti. He's not even in there. He's just in the other category.
Yep.
Okay. A lot of people got
29.
Plessinger right. Interesting. Huh.
Oh,
Here
yeah.
we are just staring at the screen. while they did.
Pie
Oh,
charts.
gosh. Yeah, so like I said, guest caller supposed to be Daniel Blair. He's not going to be calling in today. So, yeah, we're just going to jump right into it here and get into –
Let's do it.
Actually, you know what? Let me say this first. Big announcement, too. We haven't really talked about a whole lot. We got 3 rounds left in the outdoors. And then we have the Super Motocross 3-round playoff, which I think next show we'll maybe do a little bit of clarification on how that all works. We'll do a little bit of research and clarify a few things because I know there's a lot of questions that people have about that. But not only do you get RM Fantasy SX, MX, we're doing a 3-round Super Motocross playoff series just for those 3 races. So it is completely separate from this outdoor season.
Woohoo.
It's just the 3 rounds. I'm not going to tell you what exactly the prizes are yet, but just know we're giving away a lot of cash.
Cha-ching.
Cha-ching. So we're going to be back here doing 3 shows for that.
All you got to do is play.
Yeah, so stay tuned. If you're not following us on Instagram yet, make sure you do. Follow us on YouTube, obviously, because we're going to be making announcements. But, yeah, we're going to be doing fantasy and giving away prizes for just the 3-round playoff, which is going to be really cool.
Yeah.
And hard because there's going to be a lot of guys that we have not been talking about in outdoors who are going to be racing there.
Yep.
You think Colt Nichols shows up on the beta? That'd be cool.
That would be.
It just depends on how much development they've done. It's not a lot of time to get a bike ready for Supercross when they're brand new to the sport.
No.
So I don't know.
But be a good place. Get a little time on it.
Dylan, through 23, it will be. That's a good question. I don't know if they're going to do the Super Motocross on the Fantasy SX website. I would imagine that's where they're going to do it. But TBD. But we'll announce more. Just know it's coming, so get ready for that. And I'm excited for it. Easy, Jason. He's wanting to see the money. Okay. Let's get into it. Let's talk about these top contenders here. Let's start out with Jett.
Hey, really quick.
Yeah?
Before we get too far into it, I just got to give a shout-out to Carson Brown.
Oh, okay.
2-stroke.
Yeah?
He ended up finishing 21st on the 2-stroke, but he won the 20G.
20
So,
Gs.
Uh-huh.
Not a bad weekend.
Not bad. So,
Not a bad weekend.
Cool.
It was kind of
It's a little
interesting, though. And I don't know. What's your take on this? So, like, you had Kevin Morans and some of these privateers who are legitimately just trying to earn points just to make this playoff series at the end of the year.
Uh-huh.
But they put down their 4 strokes to race 2 strokes, and then Kevin Morans doesn't score a point. Now, he hadn't scored a point yet on a 4-stroke anyway, but he was chasing the dollar sign.
Yeah.
And so that didn't work, and he missed out on the opportunity to potentially gain points for the SMX playoff. So I'm just like, I don't know.
You got to keep it fun.
I wish.
So maybe that's it. I don't know.
It was cool because it was a race within a race, and they did talk about it a little bit on the broadcast. But if they do something again like that, it'd be cool if they do it like before. Do like a one-off race like they used to do the 125 Dream Race.
Yeah.
Do that before the National. Mm-hmm. That way you're just watching. I mean, I get it. It's like the best placing 2-stroke. But I'd rather see like a series. I don't know why they haven't brought back the 125 Dream Races yet, but have a big person do a series for guys that want to race the 2-strokes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It would be cool, but I don't think you'd get the same guys. So the only cool thing about this is to see how the 2-stroke stacks up versus all this. But
we already know the 2-strokes are inferior.
Yeah. Well,
and I can't remember, did they do the 125 Dream Races? Somebody in the comments tell me, did they do those on Saturday, the day of the races, or were those on Friday? I want to say they were Saturday morning right before the motos. Mm-hmm. But it was cool, though. I was at Washougal a few years ago when they had that race. I knew Josh Hansen, all these like retired riders were racing it, dude. It was the coolest thing ever. All on 125s. Okay. Yeah, let's get to it. Jett Lawrence here. Like I said, he needs 5 points over Francis this weekend to wrap up the title 2 rounds early. He's still, the way he passes people, it like makes me angry. Yeah. Because I'm just like, I don't feel like you probably should have been able to make the pass there or make it look that easy.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got here his pass on AP. We can see that. Which, shout out to AP for leading a lot of laps.
I know. He was out there for 8 minutes, I believe.
Now, right there, if you're Plessinger, is that just him not being aware of your surroundings? Like, do you look at AP and just think, dude, you've got to protect that inside there? Well, maybe he goes outside because it funnels to the ends. I don't know. But
I don't know.
And maybe AP knew, like, dude, I'm not going to be able to hold this kid off that much longer.
Yeah.
And I did talk to Aaron and asked him, I was like, hey, man, like, you know, you let some laps, watching it, looking back, are you studying, like, what you're going to do to keep up? And he's like, yeah, dude. He's like, I'm studying these guys, looking at what they're doing differently on the bike. Because he said, a quote from AP is like, I know I have the raw talent to go as fast as they are. He said, but clearly they are doing things differently than I am. That's allowing them to go a little bit faster. And he said he's kind of working on those things. So kind of interesting to hear.
Is he getting tired too? Is that why he's fading back, or what do you think? Or they're just going faster?
No, I think they just have more pace. I don't know. I think, and maybe they're willing to push it a little bit more. I'm not sure, but I know AP wants to win.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That, like, we're talking just 0.5% between these guys. It's so minute. It's the littlest things. But obviously Chase and Jett have figured something out that's allowing them to do this. So pretty wild.
I feel like AP wants to be clean too. He wants to be a clean rider and just, you know.
Well, you can still be clean. Yeah. He's just like, what? He wants to keep his jersey clean so he doesn't stay close and not get roosted.
He's not going to take Jett out just
because, I don't expect him whatsoever to do that.
He can keep the best line, right, and make Jett work for it. Like, make sure he's always in the best spot.
But it's also like once those guys get around him, they check out and win by 30, 40 seconds. Yeah. So clearly there is a speed difference that he needs to close that gap. And when you're at that level, it's the smallest little minute. It could be just line select. I don't know. There's so many things. I don't pretend to know because I'll never know what it's like to race a dirt bike and ride that fast.
Yep.
But pretty wild. Okay, let's get into Jett stats. Oh, you have a little wheel tap through the whoops, which is pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. That was way cool. Yeah, just scooting and then boom, boom, right there.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'd try that and just I would loop out straight to my back.
Pretty cool, that is some good timing. I love it.
All right. Okay. So Jett Lawrence, out of 16 starts, he's only not been in first after lap 1 3 times. So not only is he just dominating, but he's just crushing it with that. Look, he's won every round. Last round was the first round of the season where he didn't get a whole shot or start in moto in the first, or start in first in either moto. So he wasn't first in either moto after lap 1, didn't get a whole shot.
Yep.
But I don't think he cares. Jett doesn't care. It's like he'll start in fourth and just pick the guys off.
Yeah.
Maybe he cared if Chase was out front or something. I don't know.
Well, yeah, just in the press conference he was talking about, like, I was thinking he'd want to be doing the perfect season, right? And he's just talking about, we're more just focused on the championship now, so if I don't have to push it too hard, sounds good, but he obviously wants to win. So.
No, like this weekend, priority number 1 is wrap up the title. If you go 1-1, sweet. But, I don't know. It's pretty wild, though. He's led 233 laps this season. Roxon's got 16, who's only done 1 race. That's pretty wild. I don't know. He's just dominating. Sexton did it again. Yeah, I don't know. Went down in the slowest part of the track.
Yep. Yeah, just stalled it out.
I mean, of all the places he could not, I don't think he was going to pass Jett regardless.
Yeah, do you think I wonder if it's nerves getting to him or what?
I mean, he's just pushing really hard. He could have come into that corner a little too hot and just pushed the front end, and that's what he did, right?
Hey, so do we have his pass into second, by the way?
Oh, we got it.
We got it?
See, this is what I'm talking about. Just charging down this hill a little bit harder.
Boom, outside to inside.
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
Yeah, such a cool line.
How about that restart, though?
His friend's getting tired. Yeah, I don't know. What about the restart? I don't know. I mean, Chase hit the gate. I mean, you can't, the replay doesn't show if the gate really flinched.
Full rejection.
I mean, all these gates are hydraulic now. So, I don't know. I mean, if the gate flinched, it flinched. I mean, Chase and Jason both smashed it.
Yep.
But Chase was by far the first one to go, and then Anderson was just super late. But, yeah, lucky they got the restart. But I don't know. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, so Chase Sexton, it is what it is, man. He just keeps getting second to Jett. His overall finish is 2, everything. It's crazy. I don't know. I mean, like I said in that interview that they did with Tomac, Like Chase is probably he on the outside he looks like he's cool with it. He's mentioned that he's like not stoked on just getting seconds, but it's gotta be. I mean, is Chase's whole 2023 season just gonna be like on the premise that I beat Jett once in outdoors? Like, is that like,
That's kind of a bummer
like,
to say.
Is he just forgot about the Supercross title at this point? It's like, no, like I gotta beat Jett one time going into this playoffs.
Yeah, and if he's gonna do it, this weekend's the week to do it.
Why?
Jett just needs to focus on the championship. So if Chase can have that little bit of edge, maybe Jett won't push it as hard.
Is there an asterisk? That sucks, though, because Chase beats him, and now everyone's like, well, Jett didn't care because he's trying to wrap up the title. I don't think so, though. I think Jett, I mean, I don't know. There's definitely no bonuses or clauses in a rider's contract that says if you have a perfect season, we'll pay you out X amount of dollars, because it hasn't happened since Carmichael and Stu days. So it's not really something that people even think about. He's had a couple hole shots. Still, he hasn't led a lap.
Nope.
Chase Sexton has not led a lap.
That's kind of weird.
WTF.
Yeah, that's surprising that you've got AP.
AP's led, Roxon's led, Ferrandis. Sexton has not led a lap yet.
But he's been consistent in second.
So he hasn't beat Jett. He hasn't led a lap. Like, that's bad when you can't even say, like, I've led and made mistakes and he got around me. Like, he hasn't even led a lap yet.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's pretty wild. Last year, though, look, he did go 1-1 at Unadilla last year, where he passed Tomac in those motos. Gnarly track. So I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, maybe he breaks the
It
streak.
could be this weekend since he does have good luck there. Oh, people tuning out. I don't know. I don't think people are going to be tuning out after the 250 moto just because everyone really wants to see, and I hate to say it, Chase is becoming like this. It's not that Jett's the bad guy.
No.
But for some reason, like, the narrative is we just want somebody to beat Jett.
Yep.
And it's not because people don't like Jett. It's just because you're like, I don't know. It's weird. Because if somebody's in baseball, if you're throwing a perfect game and it's a ninth inning, everybody wants to see you, like, throw the perfect game. You know what I mean? Like, because you're witnessing something special.
Right.
But I've talked about it before. But with this, I feel like nobody wants to see Jett go perfect. They all want Chase to beat him.
Yeah. Well,
Do you feel that way?
Yeah, I feel that way, and especially, I know we've talked about it before, but just with him being a rookie and then just coming in like, hey, I'm going to dominate all of you. Like,
maybe
you want to see him earn it. Well, not that he hasn't earned it, but I mean, you want to see him struggle for it and have some competition or more.
Maybe it would be different if it had never been done before. Like if no perfect season had ever happened, maybe I'd feel it'd be different and people wouldn't be cheering so much for Chase to end the streak.
Yep.
But I don't know.
It's been done before.
How do you feel in the comms? Do you want to see Jett go perfect, or do you want to see Chase Sexton take one of these wins? Let's do a poll on that. I'm curious. I just want to hear what people's thoughts are, because I'm torn.
Yeah.
Because I like Chase, and I want to see him win. And he wants that bonus check. Hey, is Roxon racing?
So a while back I heard he was, and then I heard he wasn't, and
I don't know. I haven't seen any
DM'd him
posts.
with no reply. Roxon, reply, man. Come on.
Where you at, Kenny? Okay.
I thought you guys went to gym day together, did calf workouts.
He doesn't want none of this, dude.
Oh, he
Kenny,
can't hang?
I mean, he's just lucky I don't DM him. No. Kenny doesn't want none of this. All right.
All right.
Okay.
Anyway,
Aaron Blessinger. Let's talk about this guy next here. So yeah, he led a lot of laps in this moto.
Yeah, that was super impressive. Yeah, after first moto, he said he wanted to come back swinging or something along those lines,
Well,
and
his
he did.
first moto was awful. Yeah. But let's see. So his last 5 overall finishes, he hasn't gotten a podium in his last 5 overalls. I kind of feel like Unadilla might change that just because he loves deep, ruddy tracks. I think this is one that he really looks forward to. And not last year, but the year before. Do you remember when he was chasing down Roxon when he was on Star Yamaha, but he looped out on that straightaway?
Yeah.
So we've seen Plessinger go really, really fast at Unadilla. So I just feel like it's a track that suits him. He likes it. So I could see AP being really good here.
Yeah.
So yeah, starts. He started first and led the first laps this season. He's only
See.
finished 4th and 5th one time in the last 9 rounds. Yeah, I don't know. And he's does better in Moto 2 than he does in Moto 1, typically, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and he got 4th at Unadilla last year overall. So, I don't know. I'm not expecting him to win, but I think a overall podium for AP is definitely realistic at Dilla this weekend.
I think so, too.
What's your podium? Can I ask you yet?
Yeah, so I didn't put him in third. So I actually have Jett, I've got Chase, and then I've got Jason. 1, 2, 3. That's my podium.
Okay.
So, and Jason, because he took 3rd last year here, is kind of why. And plus, I don't know, he's been consistently right there. He's been staying consistent from 1st to 2nd moto. So
yeah. I just
full
feel
faith.
like, and I'm probably over-analyzing here. We'll talk about Anderson here in just a moment.
Okay.
But, yeah, so I think I might put AP on my podium. If Kenny shows up, it's hard not to put him on your podium because he has been so good at Unadilla.
Kenny is not on the
He's not on the entry list
right
yet.
now.
He's won several overalls at Unadilla, and he's kind of one of those riders where technically he is really, really good. If the track has those long, deep ruts, he'll just stand up through everything.
Let's go.
So he's incredible at that track. So kind of curious to see what happens there.
Yeah.
Okay, who do you want to talk about? Oh, yeah, Justin Barcia. We talked about it. He's coming back. Don't have any stats for this year's outdoor season.
Nope.
I did look at his previous years. He's okay. He's got 8.64.
Yep.
So nothing to write home
So-
about. He's not in shape. First race back, maybe top 5, maybe 5th.
Yeah.
If you really want to take a gamble.
Yeah. I was still predicting just he's going to mix it up with those top 5 guys and then probably fade back to a 7th, 8th is my thought. But
Yeah. But I don't know.
he's going to come out swinging.
That's right. Ferrandis. Ferrandis is kind of my biggest letdown. I thought if
Yeah.
anybody's going to give Jett or, a run for his money at this point, it would have been him with Chase being hurt and everything. He's been all right.
Moto 1, I mean, he was doing pretty dang good. Well, he's
Yeah,
always
he
been
led
riding
those
good,
laps.
but then just fades back. So
Yeah, he just
that's
fades. It's not usual for, when Ferrandis is out front like that, you don't expect him to get beat by Jett and Chase. You just don't expect that to happen.
No.
I thought he was going to, I don't know, man. This is tough.
How sweet are those bikes, though, by the way?
Did you like
The
them?
Yamahas?
The 50th anniversary?
Yeah.
I thought they were pretty
They look
cool.
amazing.
Dude, we did a poll on it, and a lot of people agree with you, Charles.
The bikes?
Yeah,
I
bikes
thought-
look
yeah.
sick.
I thought
Oh,
the
yeah.
purple. Well, did you see that
84% say hit.
they're releasing a 50th anniversary edition of those bikes? The only
It's
thing
got the black rims, though.
yeah, but they don't have the purple rims, and
Yeah.
I feel like the
But-
purple rims is what set those bikes off.
So I think it was Excel. Somebody was offering a limited edition rim.
You call them up and they would just make one for you.
The magenta rim or whatever specifically for that bike.
Because
So you can upgrade to it.
Okay, fair enough.
But yeah, that's
Because the
what
rims are
makes it.
sick. I really like the rims.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see. Ferrandis, though. He's finished in either 3rd 5 times or 5th twice in the last 7 of the 8 rounds. So he hasn't gotten any seconds.
Nope.
I don't know. Yeah. I'm gonna put him 4th.
He's riding good. He's consistent. Yep. I ended up going with 4th.
Okay.
So.
AC.
AC.
Any AC fans out there?
Let's go.
I agree. Carbon Gamer. Bring
Let me-
back the rims.
Let me down last week. I had AC in 5th.
Did you?
Didn't
Uh,
happen.
what did he end up? Remind me.
Remind me. He was right there.
He didn't top 5. That's what he didn't do.
That's exactly what he didn't do.
Did he go down? I can't remember now.
I don't think he
It's been
went
so
down.
long, it's hard to remember.
Yeah,
Just-
that's been, 3 weeks?
Yeah. His last 3 overall finishes, though, he's gone 8, 5, 6. He's finished between 5th and 8th in the last 7 motos. His average finish in Moto 1 is 8.5. Moto 2, he's improving like Plessinger with 5.8. Yeah, I don't know. He started in 6th in both motos last round and finished 5-7. So he's just kind of finishing where he's starting. He started up front a couple times, but he always finds himself right there.
Yep.
Here's a question, though. Who
What's
would you
up?
pick AC over Barcia in your top 5?
Honestly, probably Barcia right now.
Would you? I'd go with AC just for the fitness.
Yeah. Yeah, but I don't know. I still think Barcia's going to do well. I think he's going to finish just outside of the top 5, though, for
But you would
fitness
give
reasons.
him the edge over AC in your picks.
Uh-huh.
Okay. If you were going to pick one of those two.
If I was going to pick one, I would do Barcia for sure.
Okay. Interesting. I
You
don't know.
saw him ripping that 2-stroke. He's fired up. He's ready to go.
Not exactly the same as a pro national,
Circles.
Charles, but yeah.
Circles
okay.
in the sand.
Circles, yeah.
But,
you can do an hour-long moto
It's the
in that.
attitude, man. It's the attitude.
It is.
He's
No,
fired
I'm just
up.
excited to see these guys back in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the real question mark is how much has Barcia been riding? I have no idea. I don't think he's been on the bike very long, and we've seen how it goes. Just with Jason Anderson, anybody that comes back, and even if you're in a half-foot decent shape, it's the race pace that is always the what gets you.
It's always different than
Practice pace.
Yep.
Okay. Who we have up there? Anderson. Here's my take on Ando.
Okay.
I don't feel like, again, it's personal opinion. I don't feel like, the clean sweep. It's 50-50.
Whoa.
That's closer than I thought. That poll, if we want to see a clean sweep from Jett. Interesting. 50-49.
Dude, I'll be the guy in this room. I want to see him sweep all of them.
Sweep
I want
it
to see him
all.
win. Sweep it all.
You want
Let's go.
Sid is on boat with that.
Okay,
Sid's
wait.
on board too.
Sid's on board.
So if he does it all as a rookie, I mean, that's first time.
Hey, what's our bet? I can't remember anymore. We're gonna have
So,
to rewind those shows.
So I'm hoping
If
that
he goes
if he
perfect-
goes perfect, I don't have to bleach my hair. Is what I'm hoping it is.
If
Is
Jett
what I
goes
meant. I could be
perfect-
wrong.
Hold on. Sid knows the rules.
If Jett goes perfect, Charles bleaches his hair. If Jett doesn't go perfect, Chase eats a hot peanut.
The peanuts are so
I
hot.
gotta switch my picks. I need Chase to win.
Yeah, you don't want Jett to go perfect, because you
Oh,
bet
man.
that because you were betting he would.
You got me all spun around.
No, because
You
you were
spun a web of
saying
lies
no.
here.
I said you were betting he was going to go perfect. I said, well, if he doesn't, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
And that's where the bleached hair came in. I said, okay,
if he
well,
doesn't go perfect, but I
and
think
I said,
when we were
I said
talking,
he's not going to go perfect. Chase will beat him, and if Chase, if Chase beats him, I'm going to eat a hot peanut, which is kind of weird, because then it's like my bet is true, but I have to eat the hot peanut. We're really bad at doing this, Charles.
anyway, whatever. One of us is gonna suffer.
It should be flip-flop.
Yeah, didn't we? Yeah. Well,
Hey, rules are rules.
Rules are rules.
punishment for doing well, I guess.
Yeah, thanks. Punishment for Chase Sexton winning. That's
Ugh.
all.
Anyway.
We did it on the spot, dude. Let's give ourselves a little bit of credit here.
Yep.
That's okay. I just want to see you with bleached hair, though.
Nobody
Charles with
wants to
bleached
see
hair.
that. No.
Everybody wants to see that, Charles. Okay, Anderson, here's my take on Ando. So his overall finishes, look, he went third last round. And then 10-10-5 before that. His fitness is good. He's just had 2 weeks off. So I don't feel like fitness is the thing. My only concern with Anderson is he is a guy where we talk about a lot of rear wheel steer,
Yep.
just loose off the back of the bike. If Unadilla is your typical super ruddy Unadilla, I don't think it allows him to ride the bike like he likes to.
Right.
Loose, kind of all over the bike, using that rear wheel where when you have these longer ruts, you're in it for a long time, more finesse, like standing up on the bike. Because Ando, to me, is not his riding style. He doesn't stand up nearly as much as other riders. He sits down a lot more. So I just don't feel like this track caters to him and his riding technique.
Yeah. Well, that throws a wrench in all my thoughts on this too, because last year it wasn't as deep, right? And
No,
he
it was
ended
dry
up
and hard
third.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Hey,
I'm sticking to my guns.
I
though.
shouldn't have said that.
I'm
I should have
feeling
just
good
said, no,
about
Anderson rips it,
Well,
Unadilla.
Yeah, he's talking about being consistent. Everybody else is talking about resting on the brake, and he was talking about getting to work and getting faster. So
Well, he
I don't
needed
know.
to.
I feel good
All
about
right.
it.
He started
So-
8th or better in 7th, 8th motos, which is okay, Average lap last round was 0.3 seconds faster than Ferrandis and a lot faster than AC. So, yeah, props to him. And he crushed, remember that moto at Millville where he just straight up passed those dudes for 3rd place in that second moto?
Yeah.
That was impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he went 3-3 last year at Unadilla. So he's good there, but last year's Unadilla was a different track. It was a track last year where you could ride how Anderson likes to ride the bike.
Yep.
That's my take. I don't know. Anyone agree, disagree with me? What do you guys think? Comment. How's Anderson going to do this weekend? All right. Fit check. Oh, that's right. Hey,
Oh, geez.
We had some
We have a new
people
poll,
here.
too.
Yeah,
Keep on that
Th-
poll,
He's
dude.
doing European photo shoots.
it's an Alpine Stars photo shoot, and we just thought it was interesting because it's not who you'd think.
Is that the blue steel look?
I don't know, dude. Anyway, poll is hot
I
or
think that's
not.
blue steel.
It just, I'm not a fashion guy. Like, I don't look at that and be like, oh, dude, that's fashion. So I'm just like, huh? Sounds good.
Like, am I supposed to be looking at the gear or the coat?
Maybe these
What am
ads
I-
are more of like for a European market. I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm just trying to understand the campaign slogan that A-Stars wants to use for these pictures. What pants is he wearing right there? Are those like slacks? They look like moto pants.
Parachute pants tucked into the boot.
It's just, yeah, I don't know. I'm just kind of curious. Like when A-Stars was planning this photo shoot, they're like, hey, here's the direction we want to go. Here's our objective. I don't know.
Yeah, I
hot or
don't know.
not. What do you guys-
Interesting. I mean, it's great gear, so you can't complain there. But
Well,
yeah.
I can't tell. I was like, is this a
Little
model
funky.
shoot or a moto shoot? I don't know.
I don't know.
Look at that bucket hat he's wearing in that picture. Looks like Mary Poppins put on some dirt bike boots.
Christian M.
So hot right now. Christian, get out
Ah.
of Hansel's so hot right now. Look at this. Oh, jeez. Look at that chair.
Yep.
Oh, I don't know what to think of it.
We
It is-
need El Hombre back.
what would a nickname be for this? We got best. We want to hear some good nicknames for El Hombre in this one. G Hombre, GQ Hombre.
Calange. You know, cologne spelled like Calange. It's
Calange.
called El Calange. Cleaned up.
El
All right, I'll stop.
Calange. Oh, jeez. Okay, moving on. We'll just brush over Master Pool and Marchbanks because, I mean, yeah, like I said, Master Pool, I feel like everyone looking at it, he hasn't been like his overall finishes. He's been pretty inconsistent. I mean,
Yeah.
8, 6, 9, 13 his last 4 overalls. So he's been good and bad. He started 5th or better in 4 of the last 5 motos. So, yeah, I think he just, AC's gotten a little bit better. Anderson's faster. I don't know if you put Barcia to beat Master Pool this weekend, just, again, depending on fitness. But I just really feel like Master Pool is just like that 6th, 7th, 6th
Yep.
to 8th range.
Yep. I think everybody else got their stuff together and kinda figured out.
Marchbanks, honestly, I feel is in the same boat because these two
Yep.
are just battling each other.
Yep.
They're just right there. I don't know. Look, his average finish by Moto 1 is 6.8. Moto 2 is 11.7. He did have that DNF where his
Oh,
bike
yeah.
broke,
Yeah,
so that's going
that
to
was a
count against him.
Yep.
But yeah, but he's 6th overall in points. So I don't know. I mean, if you're feeling frisky and lucky, maybe slap him in there. I don't know. I do enjoy watching Ty Masterpool's Instagram, though.
Yeah.
Watching him just hit some of those corners unworldly. El Guano. Okay. Let's go. Who we got? Marchbanks, we covered it. Really, the big question mark's Wildcard. What are you going to do for Wildcard this weekend? Do you have yours picked already, Charles?
Yeah, I had Shane McElrath.
Here he is.
McElrath.
Right here
Let's
for
see.
you. Okay.
Cool.
What do you got?
Um,
I mean, stats-wise, how you backing that up?
So just because, what did he do? 14th the other week, and
15 the week before that.
yep. So with that, I went and looked it up, and yeah, he was 17th overall last year at this race, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know. I just feel like, excuse me, he's just gonna be in that range right there.
Okay.
I feel pretty solid about it.
I think it's good. Look, his last 4 moto finishes, he's got a 14th, a 15th, and an 11th, and 3 or 4 out of the last 5 motos. So he is a good pick. Chiz, everyone's talking about Chiz, which right now he is my pick. His overall average finish is 14th. And you got to remember, too, that all these riders you see up here are going to get bumped back 1 spot because Barcia is going to beat all these dudes.
Yep.
I would imagine. But you
Well,
got Chiz, right? His overall average finish is 14, and his last 3 overalls are 13, 12, 17. But again, Barcia bumps him back 1 spot, and he's finished within 2 spots of 15th in the last 4 motos. So I feel like Chiz is a good pick. And then Harlan. Shout out to Grant Harlan, though. I didn't see this post till just, do we have this, Sid? Do you have this? Let me read you this. So this happened to Harlan on Sunday, August
Jamie,
6th.
pull up that video.
That's right. The Harlan family race shop caught fire, and by the time firefighters got everything under control, the damage was already done. Complete loss. He lost his 450 race bike, a brand new Honda 250, 3 sets of A-kit suspension. On top of that, everything is now gone, including all their spare parts. If you guys want to help, looks like Verb Moto has partnered up to help with that. So go check out Verb Moto to help out Grant Harlan. Just a bummer. He's been crushing, full factory effort, and then his race shop burns down.
Such a bummer.
How does race shop burn down?
Well, I mean,
Fuel.
you got fuel, rags, anything.
There's a lot of things in
oil
there.
soaked.
A lot of things in a race shop that
in
can
the
catch
summer.
fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, how does that work? Combustion?
Well, spontaneous combustion can have. It hardly ever happens, but I have heard of it. Like, you leave a pile of rags sitting there, and as it evaporates,
You know what's
or
insane?
if you open a lid.
I did not know this till recently, that piles of like mulch can just catch on fire. And hay. Did you know that?
I didn't know that. Huh.
Yeah. Like we were in Oregon a couple years ago for the 250 intro, and this track had just laid a whole bunch of mulch all over their track, and we were like, man, like where'd you guys get all that? And he said that there was a like wood chip or a a logging facility or something close by, and they had all these big piles of mulch or just tree. Is mulch the right word? Yeah, just
like
mulch.
the tree bark?
Just the tree
Mulch?
shavings. Right. They had just piles of it, and they would literally just randomly catch on fire because you had whatever gas on the inside that was in there cooking, and then it would literally catch on fire from the inside. I didn't know that could happen. Hay does the same thing. Barns have burnt down because hay catches on fire.
What the hell is going on?
That's weird.
What?
What
is going on? What is going on?
Why are you guys getting into agriculture?
I don't know.
I mean, I guess it was the race barn. The race
just thought it was interesting.
It is.
If hay is wet and stacked, Robbie K says. So I'm not wrong. Okay.
Right.
Anyway, Kyle Chisholm, he's a good pick. Romain Poppy. Has anyone still learned how to say his name right?
Poppy?
I think it's Pop.
It's Pop. You can't ever
Isn't that
trust
Drake?
James Stewart because
Champagne
James Stewart will
Poppy?
just make up any nickname he wants on the broadcast.
Yeah.
You can't take James' word for it. His last 3 overall finishes 16, 19, 21, and he's also finished 11, 13, 13. But in his last 4 moto scores, he's got an 18th, a 16th, and a 15th. But now Barcia comes in, pushes him back a spot. I don't know.
Move them all.
I feel like McElrath and Chiz. Max Miller might be a good one if you're feeling frisky. You can put Max Miller in there. I would look at qualifying.
Yeah.
I feel like right now these guys are established enough that they're going to probably qualifying is going to be pretty consistent with where they're finishing. But I don't know. Who do you have, Charles, right now?
Oh, yeah. Just Shane McElrath. And I don't know. Like I said, so he's right around that 15th place spot. He's probably going to keep doing better, but I'm also adjusting for Barcia coming back.
Okay.
So
Christian says he has a spare tinfoil hat I can borrow. There's no hat needed. This is science. These are facts. This isn't speculation. This isn't one of those theories. This is just pets' heads are, I don't know. He'll catching on fire.
He'll get you sized up.
Get
Anyway.
the hell out of here. Whoa, Christian. Easy. Anyway, I don't know. All right. Let's lock him in, Chuck.
Let's do it.
Real quick, let's lock him in. What do you have? How many? Oh my gosh, I have 522 points to your 714. At least I've closed it to less than 200.
Emotional damage.
That's a good soundbite. That's how I feel right now.
I like that one.
Like I am supposed to be the moto guy over here, and I'm just getting destroyed by Charles. I mean, I know people with rollover picks that are beating me.
Hey, man, anything can happen during these races.
Well, while Charles is taking a sweet time with these number plates, you can see up on the screen here, he's got Lawrence, Sexton, Anderson, Ferrandis, Plessinger, McElrath. Wow, and here I am with Anderson in third, and I just talked about why he's probably not the... I made these picks early. I locked these in early. I don't feel bad about them. Taking a definite risk here. All right, those are your picks?
I see a big problem not having Bam Bam in any of these.
No.
Come
We've
on.
seen. So, yeah,
Look,
obviously Roxon can come in and do what he wants, but I don't think that's the case for everybody. I think that was just a...
Well, Kenny had been
We'll
riding.
see. We'll see.
Barcia's been hurt.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
Big difference. Kenny had been riding. He had a little bit of time. So, yeah, Big difference in those two. So I don't know. I mean, your mind. What's that? My heart, my body's telling me yes, or something, but my mind is telling me no.
Whoa.
Or my mind, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
My bike is saying no, but I'm saying yes.
My body's saying my bike is saying yes. My body's telling me no.
What?
Pretty much.
Oh, anyway, I don't know. I don't know.
So, yeah, there's my picks. Lawrence, Sexton, Anderson, Ferrandis, Plessinger, and then I've got McElrath,
Okay.
Wildcard.
Well, okay, here's the real question. Do you want to see Jett go perfect, or do you want to see Chase beat him? Bleached hair aside.
Bleached hair aside, I actually want to see Chase beat him.
Okay.
Do you?
I don't know. I
think it would be
I just want to
awesome.
see some gnarly. I just want to see some gnarly battles.
Exactly.
I do.
I don't want Jett to be out front the whole time. I want to see maybe some back and forth. If he wins, sounds good.
Okay.
Actually, hopefully he wins for my sake. Wait, how's this? Anyway, I want to see some good battles. That's all I'm saying.
Default.
I'm still confused on the bet.
If
We're backwards.
If Charles wants him to Chase to now beat Jett, then it lines up perfectly. So if Jett does get the perfect season, it's no longer
you
what
want
want.
Chase to beat
All right,
Jett,
fine.
Charles.
Yeah.
You do, but you don't.
I don't think he's going to do it is the problem. But I want him to.
Literally. All right. Well, that being said, I'm really torn. I really don't know what to think. But I do have Chase to win this weekend. Look, 2 weeks off. The whole still riding my way back in the fitness thing and yada yada. It's got to be off the table.
Yeah.
Chase has got to go win this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, we'll see how it goes. But, okay, who you put your money on right now if you had to pick Danger Boy or Hunter?
I'm going Danger Boy, man.
Are you?
Like, I feel like Hunter might be a safer bet, but I think Danger Boy's got the fire lit.
Yeah, I just got to go Hunter just simply for the fact that he's just a more seasoned racer, more experience. Danger Boy, nerves are going to be insane. Hunter's just going to be a little bit more calm, cool, and collected, I feel like. So I'd still put my money on Hunter.
I don't know. He was in the zone, and you heard him on the podium. He's like, hey, I just was thinking about David Goggins and Andrew Tate, blah, blah, motivational, this and that.
Deegan said that? Like while he was motoing?
He said, well, he was motoing and putting the hammer down. He was thinking about that motivational stuff from those guys.
He was thinking about David Goggins yelling, get hard the whole time?
Probably.
Interesting.
So he's got that mentality. That's what I like.
Okay.
So it's cool.
He does. All right. Fair enough. Well, look, that's all we got for everybody. Remember the link to the Discord. Make those memes start raining in, especially after this round. Link to the Discord is down below, so make sure you drop those. That's where we chit-chat on race day. You can do all that. And, big shout-out. Thank you, everybody, for joining us live. Remember, go to rmfantasymx.com. It's free to play. Even if you haven't played all the way up till this round, you can always win a weekly prize. Got to get your picks in early.
Weekly prizes. Woohoo.
Hey, 100 each and every week. And don't forget to, coming up for the SMX playoff, we are going to be doing that 3-round playoff series. So get ready for that. That's going to be a blast. But, yeah, we got a lot coming on here. I feel like we are going to see some Bam Bam memes coming up pretty soon.
Oh, yeah.
I used to be the man back.
Real quick before
What?
we go. Is it going to be a clean race?
Yeah,
Okay, good.
we're good.
Okay, we're good.
All right, anybody, thank you, everybody, for joining us live. We had a blast today, and have fun. Enjoy watching the racing this weekend. Make sure to comment down below after this show is over. Any questions you have for us, we'll get those answered. And just keep the chit-chat going. We love it. But, thank you so much, and enjoy the racing, and we will see you next Thursday.
Catch you next time.